Then Wu Jintao, because of liberal in economy field, now gaps, the really lao dong remin, lao patient, and those billionaire, now big differences, huge gap, rich and poor, and also differences, gaps between coastline, coastal area, and interior area. So, and then certain sort of right for guarantee, now some change, like education, medical facility, health, very sort of expensive. So therefore, the Wu Jintao sees the new reality now need special effort for promotion of harmonious society. So this shows the one Communist party, same party, have the ability to act according to new reality. So I'm hopeful, generally speaking, I'm hopeful. Now, you see, I always make clear and express whenever I met some Chinese brothers, sisters, I always mention, now they, harmony, ultimately depend, or genuine harmony must come from heart, not just smile. So the harmony from here, from within, you need trust. In order to bring trust, openness, transparent, freedom of speech, then eventually rule of law is very, very essential. So harmony under fear, under police, watching, how can develop? And in some cases, harmony, supposed to bring harmony by gun. Impossible. So genuine harmony must come from heart. Their trust is the key factor. Fear is just opposite. Sometimes, unfortunately, totalitarian regimes, not only China, look, North Korea, even worse, the rule of terror. That's actually destroy human faith, human trust. Without trust, how can develop human friendship? So, and also, you see, we need a lot of research work. Just the socialism slogan of socialism failed in former Soviet Union and many of the former Eastern European countries. Their economy is stagnation. So something wrong. I think socialism, like Sweden and some of these, you see, Scandinavian countries, and also in some extent, you see, Austria, very few millionaire, very equal. So with freedom, with rule of law, you see, some sort of socialist system, you see, can develop. So socialist system, centralized, difficult. Look former Soviet Union. And also, up to Deng Xiaoping come. China also difficult. Even the leap, because of great leap forward, these are aiming for build genuine socialist and public commune survey. Remin Kongshe. You see, suppose you see building socialism, true socialism. But that kind of narrow-minded thinking of socialism will not go with human nature. So some my friend, when I mentioned I'm Marxist, then some scholars from the West, they say, very Marxist idea is unscientific. that maybe a little bit is too extreme. I still feel Marxism is better. So socialism, I mean the capitalism, 7-3, you see, no question of equal distribution. The Marxist economy, its main concern is equal distribution. So there is moral ethics in economy. And then also for Buddhists, the Marxism emphasis or have the idea of self-creation. That very similar Buddhist sort of a Buddhist way of thinking. No God, no creator, but ourselves. Like that. Next question.
Okay, hi. Yeah, the Holy Dalai Lama. Yeah, my question. I have two questions. One question is that the Chinese government has signed like the UN document on the economic, culture, and social rights, and also for the women's rights, for the rights of children and also disabled people. So, and in China, Chinese government also, developed, a human rights action plan, also national guidelines for the protection of women's rights and child rights, and also some, some regulations. So, and also some other issues are also, is global concerns like environmental protection and AIDS, epidemic, and some other issues. I want to know whether, the Tibetan exile government, in Indian, maybe my language is not not accurate. So yeah, whether Tibetan government
you can speak Hanhua.
Okay. Has any plans to monitor, to monitor, how those commitment or action plans or regulations in China were implemented in China, also to protect Tibetan people. Okay. So that is my first question, whether how those UN document or Chinese law and guidelines were implemented and to protect the Tibetan people. So whether Tibetan exile government have any plans to monitor Chinese government. This is my first question. My second question is that in China a lot of social organizations were created for the human rights protection, for social service, and for for social democracy issues. So I want to know. I think it will be very important for the Tibetan people, especially Tibetan young people in China, to participate this civil rights movement and social democracy movement. So I want to know whether Dalai Lama or Tibetan exile government in India have any such plans to encouraging Tibetan people to join the social service and social civil rights issues. Okay.
Good. I think first part, of course, the whole world and also many governments watching, these certain basic rights for entire human being, whether these things is implementing or not. Like United States government, annually making some report, like that. So we in exile